Hello there, people of the universe. My name is MichSciFi, and welcome to another MichSciFi tutorial. Now, the last one I explained how I prepare and set up a recording for a Let's Play / any other video. And that video went down really well. I got some really nice comments, and I hope, fingers crossed, knock on wood, all that it did help some people out with maybe their videos. Anyway, this tutorial is going to be explaining audio editing for dummies. Basically, the basic things of editing a Let's Play or any video where you've got a camera but also a separate audio microphone thing. So, you'll notice I'm here in Premiere. I've got my Miles Morales episode 2, which if you haven't seen, there will be a link below. This is basically the finished video, the timeline. We want to focus on the audio aspect. Now, this top track, which is muted, as you can see by this little green highlighted M, that means mute. This first track is my camera's basic audio, is always muted because I use the Shure SM7B. By the end of the video, you could, in all intents and purposes, delete it. On track 3, we've got the gameplay's audio. It would be entirely separate from the camera. So, with all that out of the way, we're going to start literally as if I'm editing this video from scratch. Let's just say I've just recorded episode 3 of Miles. Normally it'd be a new project, but just for the sake of it, we're going to go a new sequence. I bring in my face cam, bring in my audio, bring in my gameplay. So we bring this in. Wait, make sure we get hold of it. Keep existing settings, because obviously I record in 3840 by 1080 and then I crop it and then change it, all that lovely stuff. So what we need to do, make this wider, make this bigger, and then we start. We're recording, audition in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that little pop sound, and this specifically, this peak, like that will create a definite spike on your audio. Following that, we bring in my audio. I've almost synced that up dead on straight away. So we bring it forward by 1, and you can go with the arrow keys. You can go frame by frame by frame to make it easier. So we're now just using my audio. Hello, hello, hello. Just for sake of not confusing you guys visually, we will delete that track now, so the audio is synced up. The next stage is the gameplay. Now, if I'm recording on OBS, my camera and game, I don't need to do that as much. All I'll really do is get my mouse and go left, right, up, down. If it's, however, the gameplay's been recorded entirely separately, game in 3, 2, 1. That is me clicking start recording on GeForce. We would then come over here, get the gameplay, which has multiple tracks. That's just how GeForce records. And you'll notice this bottom track is my audio, which actually makes it easier for me to sync up. But we'll just presume you're not using that. This is the simplest way of editing. You've got your camera, your audio, your game's audio. Imagining we don't have audio to sync up, we have to go visually. So if you watch, left, right, up, down. Okay, that's not synced up, so I go by frame to when my mouse starts moving. So we go there. Okay, so this is where the gameplay starts now, is where my mouse begins to move. So we now go to when I say left. So we go there, and if you watch, left, right, up, down. Okay, so that is pretty much everything synced up. We could end the video here, but there is just 2 more things I want to cover. We've got my microphone's audio, the game's audio, but synced to the game's audio, we've got another track of my audio, which I obviously don't use. We've got mic and game, but I just want to explain the way to get GeForce to record your game and your mic is if you go into GeForce Experience, you Control-Shift, whatever your keybind is, you go into your audio, click settings, and you see there, separate both tracks. I would never use GeForce's recording of my mic anyway, because like I keep saying, I have it separate. But if you do want to do it that way, because it makes syncing slightly easier, you would always have separate both tracks, because then, let's just pretend we don't want to use Audition, we just want to make it easier on ourselves. We would unlink, and then, because this is the face, this is the gameplay, we would, oh, sorry, stay wide, we would, if I just lock that, we would sync up those, and then sync up those 2, because then, while GeForce has recorded all our audio, we have separated them from each other so we can turn the game down, and it doesn't affect the microphone, but as well, our mic can sync up to our face cam just for easier way of editing. But like I say, I don't ever use the GeForce version of my mic, but if you do want to do it that way, you absolutely can. Okay, and then the second thing and final thing I want to cover is how I edit when I'm recording the normal way, because obviously Spider-Man uses GeForce, but everything else, and with this video, I use OBS to capture my camera and the game or Premiere. Now, the way I edit that is, if I go here, if I bring it in, you'll notice it's all one file, the microphone and the game, the game's audio would normally be there, but since it was for this video, there wasn't much audio. But the way I would do that is, when editing, is I'd copy it, make a separate one entirely, like you can see here, then I'd rename it to game or screen or whatever, and then top one to face cam so that you can edit them separately. But as well, you notice on this one, which is the raw one, the audio tracks are synced up. We'd obviously unsync those so that we can edit our microphone freely while not affecting our game. But the way you get it so that OBS records multiple tracks, but you go into settings and then output, then recording, and then you'll basically see the option to enable multiple tracks. When I record a normal Let's Play that isn't using GeForce, I have 2 tracks for my microphone and my game, and because I've enabled 2 tracks, when I bring it into the editing, they are both separate. If it's like a video where I'm recording with friends, I'd have an extra track for Discord, which I don't use because I have them record their audio, but that 3rd track is edited in a way where it only picks up Discord audio, and then on that preset I have my 2nd track only pick up game audio. That's a bit more complicated to explain, but the main lesson, the main takeaway is always have your audio tracks separate, whether you're recording your game entirely separate using a GeForce application, so you've only got your game audio and then you've only got your mic audio, etc., or if you're recording the way I do on OBS where it captures everything across a wide format. I still make sure everything is separate so that, like I say, if there's a moment in the game or the mic reacts where I react, but the video is slightly louder, I want to be able to turn that video down. But if they're on the same track, it's going down together. But if they're separate, you can do what you want with them. Hopefully these hand motions make sense. But yeah, that is all in all where I'm going to leave this video here. If you guys have any questions or if there's anything you want me to go into more detail, let me know in the comments. And as well, if there's anything you guys want to see me do tutorials for, let me know, providing it's something that I already know how to do. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Take care, be kind, be good to one another, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm a living legend. You ain't heard yet, you not get the message. From the moment that I'm stepping in, I get a couple weapons. Yeah, I turn to a beast when I'm rapping. I'm a living legend.